So first try to develop a proper motivation, try to bring your mind into a positive state, as we have done many times before, allowing your awareness to focus on your own wishes and desires. And also expanding that awareness to others, wishing to cultivate yourself, to be the best version of yourself, being a decent and kind human being, and having that wish which includes the benefit of others. So with that in mind, we get started. So let's bring the awareness into the body first. Go to the process of preparation, allowing body, speech and mind to settle, as we've done so many times now. Really take your time, especially to relax, to be able to rest the body. And then observing the entirety of the body, noticing any physical sensations. We're not yet engaging with them, not yet analyzing, but just noticing whatever arises. This is just a preparation where we develop a quality of body and mind which is relaxed, calm, serene. So go through the process of letting go of tension, breathing it out with every single out-breath, allowing the body to become more and more relaxed. Every single muscle, every single joint. And even if you can, have a sense of the internal organs, the tissues underneath the surface. Imagine that you're giving yourself a deep tissue massage with your own awareness, just observing every single part of your body, dissolving any tension, letting go of any tightness. Being relaxed and still, but remaining alert and awake. Set the body at ease. And then to complete the preparation, simply observe the breath for a few moments. Remembering to let the breath be natural. Letting go of all control. Simply observing without any mental commentary, without any analysis. Just abiding with the breath. And now we let go of the sensations of the breath. And once again bring the awareness to the top of the head. Staying there for a moment, simply noticing whatever comes up in terms of physical sensations. Notice if there's anything you can feel on top of the skin, on the crown of your head. But this time keep an awareness of the nature of change of these physical sensations. Really observe if they stay still, if you feel the same all the time, or if there's actually some moment-to-moment change. Acknowledging that there's a myriad of biochemical processes going on in the body right now. Notice if you can become aware of any of them. So from the top of the head, start to move the awareness downward, noticing any physical sensation that arises. And once you detect something, simply observe it for a moment and analyze whether it's changing or not, whether it's standing still, if it's static, or if it's dynamic and changing moment to moment. Try to observe the nature of impermanence on the basis of your own body, which you can experience right here and now. No need to conceptualize about it, but actually feel it. Whatever sensations arise, notice their changing nature. any physical sensations which arise. Can be temperature, feeling cold or hot, noticing the temperature on your skin, where your skin is exposed or covered. It can also be sensation of pressure, your body pressing against the cushion. Perhaps a tingling sensation or an itch on the surface of the skin. Pain is also a physical sensation that you can observe and notice its changing nature. So simply keep moving the awareness around the body, detecting whatever sensations come up, briefly staying with them, trying to notice the change that occurs from one moment to the next. If at any point you become distracted, caught up in thoughts, then simply bring the awareness back into the body, back into the realm of physical sensations. Simply ignore every other event, such as mental objects or other sensory input. Just pay attention to the sensations in the body. Simply keep scanning the body from top to bottom. And if you want from bottom to top, once you're done, just observing any physical sensations that arise. Notice their changing nature. And actually experience it. It's not just an intellectual game. This is something that you can actually feel in your own flesh. Be relaxed and natural, but also alert. Keeping the mind focused on the realm of the physical. Releasing all thoughts and distractions. So those of you who need to move, to shift, to stand up, you can do it now quietly. Taking care of your body. Okay, so now we'll do a meditation on dependent arising, especially focused on the body as well. So let's go right into the practice. Finding again a comfortable position, adopting a proper posture. Taking a moment to settle down again, to relax, to release any tension, to allow the body and the mind to rest. And taking 3 deep breaths, filling the lungs all the way in, and releasing and letting go with the out breath, breathing in fully and completely, and letting go, breathing in peace, breathing out thoughts. And then letting go of all control of the breath, allowing body and mind to become calm, stable, relaxed. Just rest for a moment. And now letting go of physical sensations, letting go of the breath. We go into the space of the mind in order to contemplate about dependent arising and emptiness. And before we go into the meditation, I'd like to read a little preface that says that according to the Buddha, all of our sufferings and fears are rooted in our deeply held and utterly irrational fear, our belief in solid and real things existing out there, in and of themselves, independent of everything else. One teacher says that we live in a world made up by our own minds. This delusional way of seeing the world and ourselves is so pervasive that initially it is almost impossible to detect. It is said that the most skillful way to loosen the grip of this fantasy is to eventually bring our minds into sync with how things actually are, how things exist, and thus eradicate the suffering and fear. We do this by contemplating on dependent arising. As Lama Yeshe says, it is the king of logic to prove emptiness. To prove, in other words, that things are empty or lack the type of existence that our hallucinating minds think they have. So going into the meditation, First, take this body of ours. It is what we believe in the most as something real from its own side. Our body is what we cling to the most, what we think about the most, take care of most, and identify with most. To our hallucinating minds, it is the one thing that is definitely me. But how is it my body? It has come into being and continues to exist, in dependence upon countless causes and conditions. We cannot find my body among any of those causes and conditions, and yet it is nothing other than those causes and conditions. As one teacher says, it can be said that everything in the universe before this body came into being is a valid cause and condition for the existence of this body. So think in this way. My body began with the egg and the sperm of my kind mother and father. So where is my body? Without the mother and father's parents, there would be no mother and father. And without mother and father, there would be no my body. Where is my body apart from these beginningless mothers and fathers? Without my mother's womb, the egg and sperm could not join and develop. Without the food that my mother ate every day, the egg and the sperm could not grow into a fetus. So where is my body apart from the food that she ate? My body is nothing other than a mountain of carrots, potatoes, chickens and bread. Without the earth, the gardener, the sun, the water, the fertilizer, there would be no carrots. Without the carrots, there would be no mother. Without my mother, there could be no my body. It does not exist. My body would not exist without the clothes my mother wore to keep her warm in the winter. The clothes would not exist without the sheep who provided the wool, the sheep shearers of the sheep shearers, the sheep shearers' mothers, the owners of the sheep, the people who process the wool, the people who turn it into cloth, the truck drivers who took the cloth to the cloth factory, the cloth designers, the tailors, the sewing machines, the people who engineered the sewing machines, the shops that sold the clothes, the people who made the racks of the clothes hang on. Where is my body apart from all of these? It cannot be found. My body would not exist without the cotton bushes, the people who planted the cotton, the gardeners who nourished the cotton bushes, the people who picked the cotton, the people who drove the trucks that took the cotton to be processed, the architect of the factory where the cotton was turned into cloth, the people who turned the cotton into cloth, the people who dyed the cloth, those who made the dye, the person who designed the packet that contained the dye, the printer who printed the packet, the people who made the printing machine. All this change, all this chain of interconnectedness, all these causes dependent one upon the other. Where is my body apart from all these causes and conditions? Independent, so solid, existing from its own side. It does not exist in that way. My body would not exist without the doctors and the nurses who helped it come out of the womb. The soft cloth that protected it and kept it warm. The cot in which it was put to sleep. The milk from my mother's breasts. The food that my mother ate that transformed into that milk that nourished my body. The nurses who checked the body while it was sleeping to make sure it did not suffocate. The heating in the hospital that kept the body warm. The electricity that kept the heaters burning. The electricians who did the wiring in the hospital. The colleges that they went to in order to learn how to become electricians. The teachers of those electricians. Where is my body apart from all these countless causes and conditions? It cannot be found anywhere. My body is nothing other than all the food I ate as a child. The milk and rice, the peas and lamb, the apples and egg. My body would not exist without the food, the gardeners, the people who tracked the vegetables to the market, the people who sold the vegetables, the people who made the shelves in the market that held the vegetables off the floor, the people who made the stalls at the market, the people who made the shop where they sold the lamb, the butcher who killed the lamb's mother, the people who skinned the lamb, the person who packed it, the market clerk that put the food in the refrigerator at the supermarket, the people who made the refrigerator, the people who made the factory where the refrigerator was made. Where is my body apart from all of this? My body would not exist without the mountains of morality practiced in a previous life, which is its main karmic cause. The morality could not have been practiced without the kindness of the gurus who show the path to the person in the previous life, without the kindness of Dharma friends, the books in which the Dharma was printed, the people who printed the Dharma books, the person who designed the typeface used in the Dharma books, those who made the paper, the people who chopped down the trees from which the paper was made, the previous parents, the food that the previous mother ate to nourish her body, so that the child in her womb could grow, so that the previous person could survive to practice the morality in order to create the cause, to have my body in this life. It is clear that there is no my body apart from these beginningless causes and conditions. So what is there to cling to? Conclude by noting how our body is dependent on so many causes and conditions, part of a chain of interdependence that joins us with so many other beings, to which we have to be thankful for. Our bodies, which form a great part of our identity, do not exist independently. They do not exist from their own side. They are empty of even an atom of self-existence. Acknowledging that, we can come closer to generating an experience of the nature of reality, how things actually exist, everything depending upon all other things. And now simply release all appearances and allow your mind to rest in its own clarity and awareness. With the wish to cultivate the wisdom that realizes the way in which everything exists. Dependently arising upon many causes and conditions. And now gently bring back the awareness into the space of the body, landing again in the realm of physical sensations, noticing once more your own solidity and stability. Making yourself grounded.